Alright guys, welcome back. Thanks for watching. So, I've had a lot of inquiries about my new recipe. I did a couple videos explaining it, but I figured I'd go back a little bit and go back to the beginning because I didn't mix the flow on camera, and I want to be able to show you guys exactly how I do everything from start to finish. So, Flow Aide, it's a surfactant. It's also an acrylic thinner. Not many people know it, but they use it to thin down acrylics when they're doing paintings. You can actually thin it to a wash, like if you were, not pouring, of course. But, yeah, so I saw a video, Saskia Smith, or I'm sorry if I have it wrong, but I definitely want to give the artist the credit that they deserve, whenever possible. So I finally figured out who it was. She used glue, alright, and I didn't, the last glue all that I had is now in a floetrol bottle mixed with Liquitex pouring medium and floetrol. So it's a lot, and GAC 800, so it's a lot thinner than, I don't think I need to thin it anymore with some Flow Aide if it's already thinned like that. So I was like, well, what's the next best thing that I have that's pretty thick? And that was floetrol. So I did these tiles here the other day with floetrol, and they are totally dry now. Beautiful, iridescent in the light. I didn't lose colors. I can't wait to get resin on these, and I still gotta wait, a good week for that. So, then I did some tiles last night, and the tiles that I did last night, I added, it was 75% floetrol, and then 25% Liquitex pouring medium, and it gave it, a really nice sheen. It's still, it's about, I'd say about 95% dry. But my biggest thing is the cells didn't move. How many of you have woken up in the morning or came out to check on your piece, or you did a pour and your table's level and everything's good, and you leave and then you come back to find something like this? Just as an example. I mean, yeah, these people are saying, oh, they still look nice, No. It's just not what I originally, that initial wow factor that makes you go, was gone. So I knew I had to modify my recipe, and I knew I had to figure something out to keep my cells from moving. In essence, I still have plans for these guys. I mean, it's not going in the garbage or anything, but I'm mad because it was something that looked so different than this, and it's spread out. But with this, it hasn't. None of these have moved. No matter, what I poured is what I got, and that's what I want. So, anyway, enough talk. Okay, if you don't have one of these, that's fine. Just either a measuring spoon, use like a quarter of a teaspoon, something small to start with to make sure that this is the recipe for you. Danny Clark is also another one, and he has a video where I think it's dish soap. He uses the surfactant. He also uses a wetting agent, which is also used in developing negatives of film. So he is kind of like the center point of where all this mad scientist experimenting started for me. I hear something, and then I'm like, I wonder if I did this, what would happen? Like, I don't want to, exact copy them, even though I have, but now I want to, make it my own, So, anyway, he was using a scale and making sure that everything measured up correctly. I've just kind of eyeballed it, except for like, you know, this kind of stuff I will measure. The first time I made it on a scale, and I just did 40 grams of water, and then I added 2 grams of the flow aid, because um, it's as dense as water. It's the same, you know, consistency. The other thing is flow aid is in this. It's flow acrylic, so they've already made it thinner for you using that. So whenever I use like Artist Loft Flow White or Black or Gold or whatever, I do not use the 1 part paint to 2 parts pouring medium, or however you would normally do it with tube paint. I decrease it down because it's already going to be thinner. Alright, so inside my cup I have, it says half a tablespoon, but half a tablespoon is basically half an ounce. So I'm going to fill that up. I can't see. If I go over? No, not yet. Alright, I think I'm right where I want to be. Maybe just a tad. Nope. Go under. If you're worried that you're not there, you know, if you're worried that it's not equal, add a little more water, because going under with water and adding more flow aid can cause a lot of sudsy. It's soap, really. Like it'll bubble up. If I shake the bottle that I already have the flow aid mixed in, it'll suds up just like soap. It's not as bad, but you know. Alright, so let me see here. So a half an ounce of flow will equal I want to make sure I'm doing this right. Okay, so a half ounce of flow aid is basically equivalent to 10 ounces of water, because if you figure it's 1 part paint to 20, or I'm sorry, 1 part flow aid to 20 parts of water. So if it was 1 ounce of flow, it would be 20 ounces of water. Got it? In this case, I'm only doing a half ounce of flow aid, so it will be 10 ounces of water. So I'm just going to grab a cup like this, and then I'll pour that in there, like that. Okay, and then I always use distilled water. You really don't realize how much you really don't know your levels of your tap water. I mean, if you have a kit, that's great, but you know, distilled water does not have any type of acid or any alkaline or nothing. Alright, so 2 ounces, yeah. So 2. And that's it, you guys. I'm putting just a tiny bit in the cup. Like I said, we just need to do enough for 1 tile. Guys, this is all I do. Just right here. Unless I'm doing something big, and then I'll, you know, cover the whole table with wax paper or a shower curtain. There is a tablecloth here, and then there's a shower curtain underneath. So I have a lot of protection against my stuff, you know, for if anything goes wrong. Alright. I'm going to try to keep this an even keel and not be messy. Alright, so this is floetrol. So 1 part paint to 1 part floetrol, right? incorrect. I think I put too much, so we'll pour a little back. I think that should be enough. And then the metallic cobalt blue. Okay, just a little bit. Guys, it's probably like half a teaspoon. I know I say that a lot. Teaspoon, tablespoon, but okay. And then what was my okay. These paints, this time around, these paints lasted me a while. I'll tell you. I think we're there. The only thing I want to do now is grab a smaller stick. Alright. So, I'm going to mix it up. Wow, that actually broke down this time. For some reason, the neon green was giving me the worst. Alright, so you see how it's thick like that? Awesome. That's how we want it for my little experiment. Okay. Alright, let's see what we got just by doing that. It almost feels more spongy. That's so weird. Did I just make that way too runny? I think I did. I'm trying to mix with you guys watching, and it's not going so well. Alright, let me get another popsicle stick to check the consistency. Yes. Okay, I don't know if you can you see that? That's the consistency that I personally like, and I did it with that. Okay. Then let's move to this guy. That's weird how spongy that felt. We're almost there with that. And I put it in a bottle with a dropper spout so you can't, like, you know, get carried away with it. Yeah, this is becoming spongy too. God, that is so weird. I mean, when you've done this for a while, you know what your stuff feels like. You learn mentally the weight, but this is like a mousse. That's the best way to describe this. It could be good, it could be really bad. I wish you guys could actually, like, be here with me and feel what I'm feeling with this. Alright, but I think we're there. I'm not adding any more. I was going to add some more, and something's just telling me inside to not do it. Alright. And last but definitely not least, oh, I got it on my fingers, but that's all right. All right, so yeah, yeah, you see how that's all like weird? And then it gets really smooth. Oh, I did not just do that. Ugh. On the torch, not the torch. Damn it. Okay, guys, so yeah, it's really fast because I gotta leave. But, alright, so I'm using my little cup from the other day. I just changed my mind. I was thinking about it, whether I was going to use silicone or not. And I'm putting just the tiniest bit on the end here because I don't even have a quarter of a cup filled with silicone. So it was just enough to coat the end of the stick, and then just 1, 2, 3 like that, and I'm done. Okay. So yeah, black, turquoise, or I'm sorry, metallic cobalt blue, and then the green. Actually, that didn't fill a lot at all, so just come through a little more with the black. I must have silicone on my gloves. Or the spot-on treadmill lubricant is so slippery that you don't even have to get it on you, and for some reason it gives off an oil, like maybe like a vapor or something. Okay, there we go. Alright, one little X. What I like to do, gives me some blending. Flip. Okay, see if I can get the corners, maybe not. I'm fully prepared to wipe this if it doesn't work out well. But there's some cells happening. Yeah! Hold on, please. Sorry, guys. Actually, some really pretty stuff happening. It's flowing really nice, too. Like I said, I didn't use a lot of paint, so it's going to be really nice, and I'm not going to have enough paint. Yes! You're going to have to give me a second. I can't come there right this second. Alright, guys, I'll be right back. Okay. So, let's see if I can help it along here. Boy, I'm really stretching this. you can always do stuff like this if you run out of paint or you didn't pour enough. And it'll actually like grab your paint. See? I probably could have made them thinner, but like I said, for the sake of my experiment here, I just wanted to see what was going to happen. So now I'm just recentering my stuff. I don't even think I need a torch. But because I want to see what happens, I'm going to do a torch. I'm going to take a photo first, and then I'm going to use the torch. Wow, that is so cool looking. They're like perfect little circles. Perfect. Alright, yeah, so my torch, just to get the bubbles out. Pretty neat. I really think this recipe is a success. This could save people a lot of money, you know, in a sense. I mean, technically, you're using about the same amount of paint. You're using half of the amount of pouring medium, and you're replacing it with a water fluid thinner mixture that, you know, I truly think it's a money saver. But you know, this is just the entry level of experimenting with it, and we'll see how it goes. Alright guys, but yeah, this piece is, just so you can see again, we're almost dry, and it is vibrant. It's not dark. I like it. And that's pouring with black. That was my intentions, to pour with black, just to see if it totally took over my colors. And for a transparent green, for it not to muddle, I'm really happy with it. Let's get you guys in for the close-up. That's the one that we just did. That's the other one that still hasn't moved. I really wish I didn't do this, but it definitely contrasts it. And then, of course, that one again. Alright guys, so if you're enjoying my videos, please subscribe to my channel, and or give me at least a like. And I'm all about some feedback, so definitely tell me how you feel about this, because, you know, it's kind of new. And I'm going to continue on with some other pouring mediums and just see what happens. So I'm definitely interested in what you guys have to say. But yeah. Alright, thanks for watching. Take care, guys.